Wahoo! Welcome on in, everybody. Glad to see you. Glad to see you. We will be rocking and rolling in just a moment. I'm just getting the game to launch, but it being as it's modded, it's actually taking just a little bit longer to get launched. So that's all there is to it. Raid Wahoo! Welcome on in, everybody, because while we're doing that, then we might as well bounce back a little bit and see who. Oh, ad break. Sorry, everyone. My apologies. That's terrible. Bad manners. Sorry about the ads. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, this. Interact. Why not? When all else fails, you know, you go with what you know. Right? Right. All right. Let's go this way and this button. That's just a bit of a kill for the time spent on, what is the word? Stuck in ads. So we should be done in about 2 minutes. Let's just transition this. I will walk my way back and say hello to all the raiders that dropped in. Thank you very, very much, Peregrine, for bringing your part of the stream weekend on through. Very, very much appreciated. Hopefully the tail end of your stream turned out well. I was just finishing up dinner, so I'm afraid I wasn't able to see the tail end of it. But I'm hoping all went well. So the Mandalorians have come to raid the channel. Oh, prepare for combat. I don't know about that. But hello, Mike Burton. Good to see you again. And for some reason I had a thing. I'm like, oh, I see what I'm doing. Okay. Peregrine came in. Let's see. Hey, fantastic Sherlock Fox. Hey there, James. Great to see you. Always a good one. Good evening when you guys drop by. So as many of you are aware, it's the wrong screen. I forgot why my browser is being so slow to get me to authorize an app. There we go. Authorize. As you guys are aware, Dadcraft took the evening off. He thought he was going to be elsewhere, and it turned out that he was not in the end. And so we could have had a swap off, but I didn't realize that in time. And then the slots available were not exactly great for the way my weekend goes. But now that we are here, we can get on to more interesting things. I am attempting to try and learn more about modded, because I figured, you know, I've not really learned a whole lot. Ooh, well, that's okay. Let me just exit that when we get the chance. Start. I have to exit that game, and then we can get ourselves. Oops, wrong one. Get ourselves right back in. I hit properties, not interact, which is a mistake there, because there's not a command you can just exit with. All right, there we go. Finally, we can go live. Yay! For what it's worth. All right, and the game loaded just in time. How's that? You struggled on both acts of City Escape, as I'm sure you saw, but I managed to finish it. It took you an hour and a half. Oh, I'm not familiar with City Escape, but it's definitely a different kind of game than I'm used to, and it was an eye-opener to see the sorts of things that people are into. All right, yes, I know what I'm doing. So anyways, I don't know what I'm doing, but I know what I'm doing at this. So I've decided I want to learn a bit more about modded. Now, as many of you are aware, the Dadcraft community modded server has been having some hiccups, and it does not like the mod pack that was on it at the moment. Excuse me, unless things change within the last 24 hours, but it did not like it. So instead, we are playing solo modded, because I still wanted to stick with it and learn something. So I'm playing Botania plus with some extra plus thrown on the end there, because we are, oops, sorry. I had a brief moment where I freaked out and wondered if I was on mute, because, you know, that's just the way, that's the way I play this game, right? Nope, I'm not. Okay, we're good. So the extra plus plus is a little bit of speed things added for me that I've just put in, like something along the lines of vein miner, and other pieces along the lines of like vein miner for logs. And yeah. Oh, that blasted truck. Yeah, our son Flatcap was kind of watching a little bit over Fantastic Shelf Fox's shoulder as dinner was coming together, and he was saying that it's like, well, he got run over by a truck. Ooh, the heck. I'm not exactly sure what's going on. Let's escape that. Okay, I'm gonna get out of this and come back in, because that is not quite what I expected. I don't know what that was. So yeah, weird. I pressed F6, but it wasn't the button I expected it to be. So yeah, let's try this again. I think I have to double check and see what that button does. Well, it shouldn't have, because I had turned off most of that, but you never know. Okay, there we go. Weird. I had never actually used that one. In a lot of my other mod packs, I've used that one for something completely different. So yeah. Oops, let's go over here. F6, where are you? Secondary zoom? No thank you. You can be something nice and hidden, like, I don't know, scroll lock. Sure, there you go. Done. Done. I have never used that before. Quite frequently. Yeah, okay. F6 is usually my quest book, but I forgot. This one doesn't have a quest book. Oh, oh, oh. Lucky me. Instead, we're playing around with the Lexica Botanica. There we go. And we're playing around a little bit with what we can do. Now, these are the things I was supposed to have read. And yeah, well, I have ADHD. There. That's just my excuse for it. So we're going to play with a little bit of these things as we go. I know basically nothing, other than every time this Botanica stuff shows up in another mod pack, I avoid it like the plague and leave it to the mod that I'll get around to, right? And sort of read about stuff as I need it. The resulting effect is that I come at it a little bit fish backwards. So yeah, I'm not going to waste everybody's time and read this. Oops, I just went in there. Read this stuff on stream. But as you can see, there's a lot of stuff I should have read about and didn't. But it's all currently unlocked stuff. So we'll get there and see what we can see. Reading instructions. Reading instructions for noobs! Okay, so the other thing we can do, though, is if we take a look at this one, Botanica one, we can always hide and choose this one. So one of the pieces I haven't got yet for kicks and fits and giggles is craft a cacophonium to mildly infuriate your foes. Now, while I don't want to infuriate them, I do think that would be kind of amusing. I have not yet figured out how to make a generating flower of any sort, so we can try and work on that one. Those were both dead end pieces, and then we need to start working our way through some of these bits and pieces, which I would assume, based on what I was seeing in the book, I probably should start here with the runic altar business, but we'll figure out where that is. The other thing I wanted to work on was a backpack. So we have a standard traveler's backpack available to us. I did go digging and I managed to dig up a little bit of gold. Not much, but it's enough to get this done, so we can go ahead and do that. And some of the backpacks in here do have some really bizarre abilities. For example, we got the basic one, but for example, you can get larger backpacks by being, increased in size, I guess. But you also have the ability for special ones for things like an iron backpack will give us +2 armor, which is totally handy. But then you can also get weird things like a melon traveler's backpack drops up to 3 melon slices when you put down the backpack and then harvest it. A cake traveler's backpack will feed you slowly with delicious pieces of cake. But I don't know if I have to prompt it by filling it with cake or if it just does it. I don't know. What's this other one? Not the bat one's funny. That has to be picked up in a dungeon, but we've got stuff like the Ocelot Traveler's Backpack will grant me an extra speed effect if I'm nearby a hostile mob. Like, so there's really bizarre little things like that. Thankfully, the sheep doesn't have one, because I think I need sheep parts to actually make it happen. I mean, there's some that just look cool. I don't know if you guys can see this, but the Squid Traveler's Backpack basically has a squid face on it. And it gives water breathing and night vision effects while you're in water. So, I mean, there's bonuses to all of them, but for now, I just want to start with the basic one. So that looks like it takes 4 leather, a sleeping bag, 2 tanks. Okay, so I think we can do this. What have we got in here? Nope. I was attempting to... Oh, that's what I was doing. Getting things full. I was trying to make a bunch of copper ingots because I was hoping, and I'll probably have to do a bunch of that this time, to make a whole bunch of chest updates, or chest upgrades, I guess. And that way we have a bit more space, because this one has also got iron chests in it, which makes things fairly larger. Okay, this one can go there. Oh, actually, that's why that's there. The Botania spot. Trying to figure out what was going on. Alright, so we have some random stuff. Now, I was looking for backpack stuff, right? Okay, where is this one? And put those up there. This one can go up there. This sort. I need a couple of these, I think, for the backpack. Oh, I do not. It was for the tanks, right? Okay, let's go this way. Do I have... I made the 2 tanks, so we don't need that. Need a piece of gold. I'm going to want another sleeping bag, so if I don't have more to make another one, then I'll just use that and have to replace. We then will need... I think it was 4 leather. Oops, which is right under my nose. Alright, so let's make that. Okay, so we've got... I think that was up there. This one and that one. 1, 2, 3, 4. I know, I'll just grab that for convenience sake. And I need a chest. Right. Duh. So let's do this differently. This one. If I can actually, you know,
Hello.
finish a thought, that might help. Hello, how are you? Wow. You don't need another sleeping bag. Oh, it is that one. Okay, perfect. Excellent. See, good to know. I'm glad we have people who know what's going on. Because I certainly don't. That's kind of the point, isn't it? Okay, so this one has control to view inventory. Oh, so there's nothing in there at the moment. Huh. Okay, so if I do this... Wow. I've never used that mod either. Okay. That's upgrading stuff. Like that. Did I just... Oh. B. Okay. B. Aha. Put it on and take it off. Okay. That is... I don't know what that is. So we've got tanks that we can put in. Here's room for stuff. I'll have to figure this out as we go, because I haven't the foggiest what any of this does. Select modes. Huh. Enter... Choose slot with item to reserve place for this item. Left click to select that slot. Ooh. Nice. Okay. So it's basically like an inventory lock, which makes sense. Alright. Well, for now, that's that. Okay, so I can take this one off the list. Welcome back. Yeah, we're still dealing with fog in my world. Meaning coming out of the fog. And I will grab 2 more iron and actually go straight at upgrading that backpack, because me being soft and squishy at all times means that I could always use the extra armor. It's a good place to start. We can always look for a different special ability later. Okay, and then... Oops. Haha, you don't put it on the usual way, do you? Nope, you do not. Okay. So then we go right click and put that on. Alright. So, there we are. That's that one down, I guess. So I will take this off. I wanted the cacophonium, so I needed 5 copper, and then we've got the note block. Enough. I picked up some redstone. Here we go. So if I can remember actually how to do these things, that might help. Oops. There. So, do the note block part. Okay, now we can do this bit. Oops, no, we can't. I put things away, didn't I? Am I any better off over here? There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's in here? Ah, we can use another pile. There. Enjoy that for a bit, silly game. Alright, so then we can make the noisemaker and promptly regret it, I'm sure. Noisy lover soul. Okay. What does that mean? That says... Yeah, okay, let's infuriate our foes. What does it do? I don't know what it does. Well, we'll figure it out, I guess. Okay, so I will take... No, let's leave that one locked. Move this one over there. Alright. Yeah. I'm looking out the window and I see those guys. And I don't mind if I've got one, but I don't think I really want to antagonize all three of them at the moment. Okay, what else have we got on the to-do list? So I've got one of these. I find the calculator could be useful. So let's see. 6. Oh, I don't have any dye. Okay. Black dye. Do I have anything black? No. Not really want to waste those. So no. Okay. That's fine. I'll leave the calculator till later. I was reminding myself I wanted more gold, so I can take that off. What's this? Upgrades for the backpack. Right. Okay, well I haven't really got a need for that, and I'm short on leather anyways, so let's not for now. So let's see what we've got. We are into the book. Okay, Wand of the Forest is something I haven't done yet. So I've done the Pure Daisy a couple of times. But Wand of the Forest is something I need to make. So living wood twigs. And then petals, it looks like. Alright. I don't know what this does, but we'll figure it out. So living wood... yeah. Okay, hang on a second. Wand of the Forest. Wander of the Forest. Yeah. That too. Okay. Let's go with twig. It's this one. Okay, it appears to be logs, not planks. Alright. A bit more expensive, but hey, it happens. Oops. But they can stay up there. 2. Twigs, what do we do? Oh. It's shaped. It's a shaped recipe. There. These? Oh, it's 1. Okay, what a rip. 1, 2. And then 1, 2 again. Please have 2? Thank you. Okay, and then we need petals. Leave it. Leave a trail of breadcrumbs. Yeah, that would be a good place. A good option for sure. What do they say? For sure and for certain? Okay, I needed petals. That's the forest box. Petals. Got 1. Huh. This. Club flower. Doesn't seem to matter what kind of petals I use, so what's a mystical thing I have a ton of? Let's go with the blue ones. So did I get 2 for 1 or is it 1 for 1? 2. Yay. Okay, we're gonna get a blue stick then. Sure, why not? 1 and 2. And I have myself a wand.
What's about to take this school dance to the next level?
That's a little different. Alright, so we've got the wand, and then it's supposed to be able to show me... Oh, mana pool, okay. Oh, it's in... Hang on a sec, what mode was it in? It was in... I think they said bind mode. I don't want that. I need to... This? No, it's in function mode. What does it do? Nothing in there. Okay, so we've got one, for what it's worth. We'll figure it out, I suppose. Alright. This book says you got one of those funky rotates, so it rotates blocks, okay. Spencer holding a wand, etc. we'll probably figure out sort of how it's supposed to do whatever it does when I actually need to use it on something. That's probably a better thought at the moment. But for doing that, I've got a runic altar unlocked. Dealt with the petal apothecary, mystical flowers. I haven't got a growing one yet, but we're okay. But it looks like that's the only one I haven't read yet. So let's deal with this. Fox was economical with his by using a command to get it to go as a mod rather than just spending his points for it. All right. So runic altars, blah blah blah. So I don't want to find one of the reasons I didn't read it out loud is because, as you can see, these are very, very wordy. It talks about complex topics, yada yada. Before proceeding further, read through the important entries in italics in the Lexica Botanica proves helpful. The complex magical devices are created on a runic altar. Or they're components of magical devices created on runic altar. Gotcha. To use the altar, start by placing the components of the rune you want. Okay, fine. Like a thing. Point a mana spreader. Okay, we don't have one of those yet. I need to make one. With supply of mana at the altar. Okay, we haven't got that yet either. And a wand will show the progress of the transfer. Okay, now we know what to use the wand for, or one use. It should be apparent when the altar has received enough mana. Click a piece of another piece I need to work on the altar, then use the wand on it to collect. Rock is a big that. The reason
Fantastic Sherlock Fox just redeemed CAH Family Edition, white card. What's about to take this school dance to the next level? Fantastic Sherlock Fox says, DJ get ZZZ.
Wow. Apparently Oswin really does not know how to say Zerk's name. That's hilarious. Get ZZZ irked. Wonder if the capitalization has anything to do with that. Okay, so we need to make a runic altar. The mana pearl. Huh. So we'll shift click this. We have to take an ender pearl and throw it into a mana pearl. Okay. Fun. Mana pools. We built one. We didn't use it for anything yet, though. Okay, so then... certain resources. I love the way they say certain resources. Okay, well, we need to actually get mana in there. It says certain resources, which it doesn't tell you a whole lot about what that is. So this is part of where I'm learning things because I've never done these mods for these very reasons. I find them very non-intuitive. Okay, let's see. Here's some things you can do. Okay, right-click with any color of mystical petal on a pool. Will give the pool its color. Decoration for easy labeling. You can wash the color off again with a clay ball. Okay, so I could just color code them. Great. Pearls, diamonds, powders, glass, mana glass. Interesting concept. And if you string, you can make cobwebs, but you have to have mana infused string. Why? Okay, whatever. Biscuits of totality. Lovely. You still have to get mana in the pool. So that's the big key. Things into the stand there and pick all the resources and start chucking them in there. I'm betting it's probably something more like throwing in flowers or something. So yeah, apologies for having everybody, walk along as I bang my head on things. But sometimes the best way to learn is to try that. We have, oh yes, I forgot. We have zombies in strange outfits, and then we'll see other things in weird outfits too. But Those guys just won't go away. I might have to go deal with them. Nuts. Alright. Oh, mana pools. Right. I was looking at mana pools. What do you do with the mana pool? Okay. Okay, these are regular flowers. I don't think you can do anything with that. They don't have any mana in them. So let's make another chest. And not... what's the word? Not... Put the regular flowers in a different chest. The non... Okay. Just auto walk for a moment there. It just gave me a bit of a start. Okay, so this one. Let's... When all else fails, make a bunch so you don't have to worry about it. Okay. And let's put the rocks in here. Not rocks. That's my dirt stack. That. Hello. Thank you. And let's see, wood stuffs. You can go in here. Maybe. Or not. Fine. Be that way. Backpack. You can have the bucket. Just because you're in the way. Alright. I was taking out these. So that and that. Oh. Get out of my hands. Oh, everything's got... Not sure. Popping up. Okay, so this one is not... That's not... I think that's everything that's not a special mana magic whatever thing. Throw them in the plant box over here. And we're going to grab everything that looks like seeds. And we'll put them in the other box just because we seem to use a bazillion seeds for everything. Okay. That looks like seeds. Gonna be good enough. What was I doing? I was gonna be throwing smart things in the pools, wasn't I? Pools and just throw them in a pool and see what happens. But yeah. Because I do, you know? Oh. Okay, well, guess that doesn't happen. You go over there? You do not. Alrighty, well, I don't know. So petals apparently aren't the thing that go over there. Okay, let's see. Flower or system. Right. Well, I do know I'm going to need a mana spreader, so let's just make one of those. So let's see. Block. Yes, yes, yes. Basically, it shoots mana from one spot to another. Alright. So, is that? I mean, my assumption is you're going to have mana to do something with the mana spreader, but, you know, so sue me, I guess. Okay, so we need 6 living wood and any petal, it looks like. Any magic petal or mushroom and a gold ingot. Oh, I really hope we don't have to go shopping for gold ingots again. Tag, entity loop. Yeah. Oops. Recipe. Hello? Nope. Okay, well that's probably why I had gold up there, is to remind me I needed more. But that's okay. We're going to use up what we have to start with. And we needed 6 of these logs. And something else. Oh, petal. That's what it was. Petal. This thing's ugly, so I'm going to get rid of the brown one. It's a really sad excuse for why I did it that way, but yeah. That's what I got. Okay, so we have ourselves a mana spreader. Now, if I understand correctly, the book would say, when you put this thing down, it shoots mana from point A to point B. And you can bind it to other blocks with a wand in bind mode. Okay, so click on one thing and then the other. So it's the single most important tool a botanist needs to manipulate the mana. Well, it's great, but we actually have to get mana to manipulate. Okay, so a bit of a buffer. Generating flora. Oh, those. Okay, so book. Take me back to the beginning. Nope, that's enter index. Yes, sorry. Generating flora. Okay, right. Flowers, the name and applied generate mana. Surprise. Like their functional brethren can hold a small internal buffer of mana. Okay, fine. Like output to the closest nearby mana spreader. Sure. Great. Okay, but binding to things. Okay, that's fine. Choosing it is a purely simple task. The simplest two choices for any fledgling botanist are the end of flame and hydrangeas. Former uses coal or other fuel sources to generate mana. The latter uses water for the same task, but decays after about 3 days. Oh. Okay. So it sounds like the first one survives longer. Squirrel is your favorite. Alrighty. I'm a little confused, but I'm hoping we'll be able to figure that out at some point. Let's see. So end of flame. It'll absorb any combustible items or blocks dropped in the nearby vicinity one at a time and burn through them to generate mana. Uh-huh. There are a few caveats though. It will not burn anything that leaves byproducts in furnaces like lava buckets. It can only burn around 4 block of coals worth of fuel at once. Okay. Ah, there's the recipe. Gotcha. Okay. There's that one. As it's the... Wow. As it's the first foray into proper automated, whatever they call them things, generating flora. Shouldn't be run manually forever. Really. They're talking about automating. I can't even figure out how to get it manually, but we'll get there when we can. Okay, so let's go back. And what's the other one? Hydrangeas. Liquid-based passive generators. Oh. Unfortunately, even though they seem to function faster during rain, their base mana throughput's still rather slow. And then decay after a while for long-term. Ow! Somebody had a little bit of... And they almost... Okay. So I guess we're gonna stick to the other one, the, whatever the thing was called. Sorry. The something burning thing. Okay. Generating flora. Alphabetical is the ones I've read, right? No. They're the less important ones. How did I... get to... Okay. Never mind. Never mind. Binding pools. Oops. This way. Flowers bind to only one pool at a time. We can deal with that. Why do I care about a redstone root? Oh, I see. Okay. So functional flora, generating flora. Okay. That's what I wanted, is generating flora. End of flame. Okay, we'll get there eventually. Alright, end of flame. Okay. So we needed 2 brown petals or mushrooms, a gray one, and a red one. But, I put it somewhere? Oh, I put it in the flower pouch. That would be why. Nope, I did not. What did I do with it? I used it on something, right? Maybe. Okay. and a gray one, and a red something. Let's go with this. I need. So we've got, it should be light gray, that should get me brown ones, and that should get me red ones. And I'm going to need a seed, because you always need seeds. Pack. This is confusing. More confusing than before. This can go in here. Okay, throw in the red ones first. One there, thank you. And then one of the red ones, and one of the gray ones. Oops, and I should have got, darn it, I didn't get more. Okay, yep. I have an end of flame flower. Alright, so if I put you, oh, you're, hang on a sec. This stuff's burnable. So, maybe I should be doing this outside. Yeah, That might be a smart move. One. Come here. Oh, because I don't really want the neighbors to see on the backside. They're a little bit of a pain. Let's put that there. And it'll probably auto-bind to this pool thing, I'm hoping. What if I give you this thing? I just go, boink. You do anything with that? Whoa. Alrighty. Okay. That was interesting. Well, it's something. Okay, well, that didn't help me a whole lot. So this one, yes, yes, yes. Burn, Generating flora. Okay, so let's go back to generating flora section. I'm really not sure what's going on here. A man of many talents. You always have a higher immediate priority than the thing you're avoiding. Yeah, that's about the size of it. It works for me a lot. Okay, so it's not italic, which means I have to go the nearest mana spreader, which will be able to go to the bin. Okay, so in that case, I want to, just for fits and giggles, let's put this one here. So if I look at it with the wand, you don't seem to be doing much of anything. Let's move this just a little further away so I can figure out what I'm doing. Alright, so if I had the wand over here, you do anything? No. You take that. It's not going to do much because it's just one plank. Okay, so that had a buffer, but it does not seem to be binding to anything. So if I take this and bind it to that, then what? That? Whoa. Okay, so we take this and bind it to that. Okay. We take this and bind it to that. To that. Alright, so then now this is feeding like a weird little, hey, I have mana. Sort of. A bit. A bit. Okay. I mean, that's going to be really expensive and a pain in the neck to deal with, but that's great. So we're going to be out of coal super duper fast. Which makes me think I did manage to pick up some pointed dripstone, so I guess I'm gonna have to deal with that and make a lava farm to be able to do any of the smelting stuff I needed to do. Yeah, because we're gonna be out of materials for that really quickly. What else do we need to do? We need a bunch of upgraded units, so let's grab those and these. And let's see, what do I got? 5? 6 so far. 6 chests? Okay. So let's go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these. And we'll grab that. 6 planks. We get 6 upgrades. Which means I can take these upgrades and go like this. Oh, whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Alright. Which theoretically makes this bigger, right? We're not quite a double chest, but we've got more space. But I need to... What was it in lava? Right, that's where I was at. Lava. Where did I... Put the dripstone. Okay. Do I really want to use all 7? Probably not initially. Actually, let's just do it. Let's just use all 7 for now. 1 to grow, and 2 rows of 3 for a piece to start with. Okay, and then do I have anything interesting to put underneath it? Not particularly. We're going to go with granite this time. So we need 7 of those. This is not magical in this case, unfortunately. Plus... One, two, three. I can't even count today. Shush. Trying to think. And thinking out loud isn't working, so let's just do it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6, 8, 10. Oh, how convenient. 10. And then I need more for the other side, so... 5. I need 5 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 5. Thank you. Right. So yeah, slow, steady. I'm gonna have to get rid of those fools. They are annoying. Okay, so let's put these back. Those over there. Pretty sure it's magic mana, not wholly sure though. Yeah, it's magic mana, arcanic stuff. I'm not really sure what I'm doing with any of it, but we need more of it, whatever it is. This is a little frustrating. I mean, we have a flower collecting pouch, but we don't have a petal holding pouch as such. And unfortunately, this version of the mod pack is not on the newest version of Minecraft, such that I could actually put in pouch or yeah, no, bundles. Bundles. That's the word. Bundles is the word. I think. Maybe. Maybe. Okay. So since this is a common tool, let's lock that one in place. And yeah. You were thinking the oh yeah, no, they were making petals. Let's throw this one down here, and I'm actually going to go and get some lava. That's kind of what we're here for, but I want to also annoy the neighbors, I think, a little bit. So let's just sleep first. Electric magic. Like a generating flower and a petal apothecary. Okay. So we're going to need a whole ton of regular burnables that we can just give to the flower, which is kind of annoying. But I also need to go find the lava. Where did I put? Where did I see the lava? Oh, okay, that's not far. I want the town side or the other side. Let's go with the other side. So go this way past the water. And so we'll see what we can find on the way by that might possibly be magic flowers or something. You just gonna sit there and watch me? Oh, ow. Okay, well that hurts. Hey! What? You're trying to stand up. It's like, yeah. Listen. No? Come on. Hello. That's the end of that. And this cacophonium thing, I have no idea what it does. Apparently I'm supposed to do something with it. I betcha I'm supposed to put it down. What the? Are you serious? I think I know what it does. Okay. So, yeah. I was trying to figure out where the other noises came from. And, yeah, now I know. So if I click this on the horse... Now what happens? Now I get horse noises. Okay. I get it. Yeah, now it sounds like a horse. Okay. That is one of the weirdest things I've ever played with. As a solo player, it's absolutely... That was kind of fun.
Fantastic Sherlock Fox just redeemed CAH Family Edition, Black Card. Mom, you have to come pick me up. There's blank at this party.
There's... Mom, you've got to come pick me up. No, thank you. We are just to the northeast, over there. Let's see if I can not fall in. That would be probably a good plan. Hey, sheep, stay away. Ooh. Hang on a sec here.
James N8R just redeemed CAH Family Edition, White Card. Mom, you have to come pick me up. There's blank at this party. James N8R says, people.
Oh my word, there's people at this party. I don't know if it can handle that. Now I'm happy with this thing. It sounds like a sheep. We're good. We are good. Just any sound. Or if it has to be an animal. Backpack. That's what I needed. Okay. So, just looking, is there something useful out here? Not particularly. Okay. Guess we need to head home again. Part of the reason it's so critical to get a bucket of lava and then get to make another bucket of lava, etc., is because we have a lot of burnable needs, as you can see, but also that if I'm going to be making this living stone business, the living stone needs to be made out of stone. But unfortunately, right now, I don't have anything that's able to silk touch that. Nor do I have myself a lava cobblestone generator. So yeah, kind of important. I need trees, and trees are over there. Bouncy, 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 bouncy. Hello, horse. Nailed it! Yep. This mod has, or this pack has a seasonal component to it. So that it does slowly change the seasons over time. That's why you're seeing the weird birch trees. And I guess it thinks it's fall, so I'm not sure what I want to do with it being winter. Because we're going to need to have some delays on how long it takes to convert, or not convert, drip some more lava, then I'm just grabbing some more burnables in the meantime. That's really all there is. We're probably going to need living wood too, but... Yeah, that one actually is a mod. I'm going to have to remember which one it is, but it's definitely, it's like Chopper or something like that. And so there is a fast leaf decay in the pack already, but I have it chop the bottom and it goes, and the whole thing goes boom. I did play with a setting on it where it actually also has the option that the taller the tree is, so in other words, the more blocks involved in the tree, the longer it takes to chop that one block. The reason I added it was because, particularly during stream period, standing around chopping a tree, especially those super massive oak trees, just takes forever. And when you're on stream, I was gonna say, I have a weird sense of time that is plastic in such that sometimes it doesn't, I don't notice the passing of time very much, but on other times I'm uber sensitive to it. Like, way longer than it should. I'm just going to turn my own music down. You'll have to let me know if it's too loud for you guys. Monitor, Spotify down. It actually does exactly what you would expect. It actually does the whole tree on 2x2 trees. Dark oaks, massive spruce trees, or massive jungle trees. But the thing I'd also like about it is it's got a check setting, so if there are no leaves touching it, then it will not trigger the whole all at once, which means then that it won't, accidentally chop down the entirety of the log structure in the outside corners of my house, for example. So that's kind of nice. It does not work the same way. Like, it's not going to be helpful for us when it comes to living wood, because of course those have no leaves. It's just converted logs. So that's a little bit of a process that we need just to get burnable. It's quite useful. Loudly on my... Usually I have my overall computer volume set at 50%, like halfway, but today that just seems really crazy loud on all the sources, so I don't know what happened there. Maybe just me being sensitive, that's possible. I have to, next week, probably call the doctor and get a readjustment of my meds, because I had an interesting experience yesterday where, for the first time that I've noticed it, per se, that I had the behavior expected of too high a dosage of meds. Usually things don't seem to be too high. I can actually take quite a lot of, say, pain meds or other sorts of medication, and with no side effect of it being anything higher. You don't do something dangerously stupid, but just the usual single dosage is not a problem. This one, unfortunately, was behaving really badly, and it was like I got slungshot completely right out the other side of ADHD. So it's like your target point was in the middle, and then once you pass that point, things get progressively worse and worse, plus other effects. So I'm a little on edge, just hoping that I managed to balance things properly today by extra food and timings. That was part of it, was that I hadn't... I forgot them on Thursday, and had one of the best days of my week. Go figure. And then Friday, somehow my brain was like, yeah, food, it's overrated, don't bother. So I didn't for a lot of it, and by about 2 in the afternoon, everything was weird. hypersensitive to some stuff, super tired at the other end, mega brain fog, you know, the whole kit and caboodle that was not pleasant at all. So yeah, right down to like early tremor style jitters. So that was a bit of a big alarm bell there. I mean, Fox thought something was a little... He didn't ask me, but he thought something was when I was putting on a sweater, like as adding an extra sweatshirt layer, when it was like, probably about 25 degrees Celsius in the house. So yeah. I mean, I'm hitting that age, so to speak, but usually that's not a problem. Oh, really? Do I not have a spare axe? Okay. It doesn't do the log thing when you punch it, as you can tell. But I'm being a little bullheaded here because I thought the tree was short enough to make it worthwhile. And apparently I'm giving myself block lag, so the answer would be no. Okay, and then of course, as trees always do, if the leaves are touching something, they will not decay, fast or otherwise. So, yeah. You can just stop. There, how's that? Are you happy now? No. Okay, well, fine. Be that way. We have... Wow, that is not a whole lot. That's okay. If I get back there and start the lava dripping, then that will go a long way. So, yeah. It's a little different of an experience, but I do have to definitely get control of that. So I will admit, part of the reason I was a little on alert tonight for it, for the similar behavior, was that I sat down and had a nervous reaction, like general nerves, which is not uncommon for me. No big deal. But the nervous reaction also happened to involve sitting down and my hands were shaking. And I thought, this isn't normal, but actually it is when it's nerves. It's not when it's, you know, anything else. And I can study it when I want to. Whereas if there really was a meds-related reaction, it would not be studyable when I wanted it to. So, yeah. As you can see, we're a little short on iron as well. So we may have to go mining, which is not fun because I don't really want to spend time. You know. Okay, so where's my dirt? There it is. There's the dirt. This one, and then scaffoldish. And then one of these. Yeah. I do not, unfortunately, remember at the moment whether or not I turned off the fire spread. She says as she continues to build stuff. So I need to make sure that these are covered in blocks, not trapdoors as I would usually prefer to do. So yeah, that's a bit of a drawback, but we'll get that puppy sorted. Okay, this one. Let's put a temporary block there. Backpack, because, you know, the house is all made out of lava, so... Wow! The house is all made out of wood, so setting it on fire is not high on my list. One, and that one. There. Let's hope that's gonna hold enough. I have a weird feeling it's not, so I'll probably have to figure out how to turn off the fire spread quickly. But, yeah. So this is where you start. Yeah, in all the mods, that's true, in all the mods 8, I set the world on fire. That was not ideal. Okay. Do I have that ability? Let's see, game... Whoa. Game rule. Do fire tick. Oh. What? Okay, so I did that wrong. Incorrect argument. Do fire. Let's do it this way. Okay. Do fire tick. Holy crap. Seriously. Did I call it or did I call it? Oh. Wow. Would you knock it off? Oh. House goes up in... Yeah, sorry about that. Okay. So this is what I'm doing during ads now, just so that everybody can get a stretch and go for a break, a drink, and that I'm not actually doing something major on camera at the time. But yeah, I did just put out the flames. Okay. Well, you will see the house going up in flames because apparently Do Fire Tick False needs me to quit and restart. Probably intentional. We've got 15 seconds left. We'll just kill this one. Okay, let's see if I've got Fire Tick. Well, as you guys can clearly see, mistakes were made. That's okay, I guess. Maybe. I'm getting a bit of a weird deja vu feeling, though. You know. Okay, let's go out here. So Do Fire Tick is set to false, but apparently it's not Glen proof. Can we just, like, not? Please? Thank you? Okay. Yeah. Like, can you not set my house on fire, please? Okay, this one. You're burning again. What the heck? Yeah. Okay, Fire Tick. Could you please just, like, cooperate for 30 seconds? So yeah, now that I set myself on fire, That was highly annoying. Right. That's the living stuff, which is great, but I want the living stone, not the... You can set everything on fire, but you can't drip. What's your problem? Okay. No, I don't want ash. Go away. No, thank you. I do not want ash. Okay, well, that was dumb, you know. I don't actually corner the market on dumb, but I probably have been one of the few in this team that set themselves on fire and their house on fire in multiple different series. We're good at this. Does the block above have to be dripstone? Not that I'm aware of. It is dripping. Now, aside from the creeper outside, is that I don't actually have enough iron for another cauldron. So, okay, I can pull this. That's coal. I think we're fine there. What I'm going to need to do, part of this is I need to start making burnables that will last a little longer. Of course, I have to be outside just long enough for that. Alright. Let's put these away. Hello? You're in a locked spot, that's why. No, you will not do that to me. Okay, I need food. Let's grab... pumpkins. Hang on a second here. The reason for that, wishing I had pumpkins. Backpack. There is one here. Enderman Traveler's Backpack. Okay. Not that one. This one. Pumpkin Traveler's Backpack. Allows you to stare at the Enderman and it no longer makes him angry. But to do that, I need 1 carved pumpkin, 1 set of seeds, so those 2 work together, and 6 more. I didn't realize. So let's tag this one. Yeah, I didn't realize that, so I only have 2 in storage. But that's okay. We'll just avoid the Enderman, I think, maybe? Yeah. We'll avoid him for now. What was he looking for? Something needed. Do I have bamboo? No, I do not, unfortunately. Do I have a jungle nearby? Does not look like it. So, yeah. Not great. Yeah, scaffolding would be a great thing to burn in this case. Fantastically burnable item. But I do not see having uncovered a jungle yet. So in the meantime, lava is where it's at, I'm afraid. You stop that? You're still making me jump. Okay, so... why it's got a weird color, I'm not entirely sure, but we'll refresh everything. Let's see, map, did you refresh? Your colors. Reset the color palette. Okay, well, then I guess we have a weird circle. That's... oh, I get it. Okay. This is where the season's changing, because this is where my central point is. Okay, I got it. So it's around me that the season's changed. That's kind of funky. Okay, so smelting things is less concerning. It's more the... what's the word? Being able to do things but then actually have enough left for that thing. Oop. Get it, stop. That doesn't make any sense at all. We'll grab this one. We'll throw it, I don't know, left is fine for now. Not enough for a popper either. So So making a cobblestone generator is not exactly a doable thing. Going mining, which kind of stinks, but sometimes you can't win. So if I'm going to be going mining, let's put this away and that away. Food stuff like a chicken over there. Ooh, do I have an anti-creeper backpack? No, that makes me explode. That's not exactly ideal. I have a cat backpack that actually does anything? Cows, pigs, sheeps, horse, ocelots. No, it's just the speed. Okay. Wolf, bees? Bats. Spiders, withers, skeletons. So basically no cats to be anti-creeper. That would have been nice. Okay, well. Too bad, so sad. You know what? Let's just go feed this fountain of... actually we said slabs, right? I think slabs might work. Oh, not there. Next one. You can go over there. I probably don't need that much. Put those away for now. We'll take those, and I'll feed the slabs to the hungry thing outside. Feed the slabs to the plant and see what it does with them. Alright, you can have those. Right? We've got a bit of mana in the mana pool. Oi! That makes a lovely little noise. Yeah, so it gets full and then it starts feeding it to the next one. Interesting. But the mana pool has quite a ways to go, so we'll be fine. It can just do its business. Okay. I needed not to put that one there. Since I'm getting out of here for now, let's put... So we need to do some vanilla-esque stuff. Because I don't need that many. Throw these all away. For now. This one. Spare shovel. Okay. That up here. I think that's everybody. Alright. Alright, I needed... Keep going around circles, I was saying, I need this or that. But you know what? Let's go steal stuff from the village. I don't know if they've got a leather worker's place or not, but then I could, if they did, I could steal their cauldrons, which would be helpful. Ooh. Flowers. There we go. I don't normally like brown flowers because they're ugly, but hey, I'll need them for something, right? Okay. I've been here through here a little bit, but not a ton. Whoa, whoops. I'm not go falling off things. Okay, that was probably me, I don't remember. This one? Nope. Not so useful. Blue flower. Bye. Nice house. Have you been over here? Oh, that wasn't me. Okay. Oh, whoops. Keep the regular flowers. Get the seed out of the way. I kind of feel sorry for the cows getting stuck in here with the tree, but not really. Wow, this is like the most chestless village known to man. Oh. Well, that would explain a lot. What else is in here? That's everybody. Alrighty. Yeah. Not great. Guys. Okay, brains are not these people's forte. I don't care if I let out everybody, like the pig and so on. Just let them all out. Are you coming? Now they see beds. Okay, are you coming? Jeepers creepers. That was really odd. Do we have no chest? All right. Hello. Wow. Okay. That would explain why they're all unemployed. There's like no workstations in this village. I swear I did not take the workstations. Please. Hey, it's a chest. Ugh. Really? Fine. Steal it. Right, well, that's no good. Oh. Oh, are you gonna be a guy with a job? Maybe? Maybe? You, sir, need to move and get out of here. Come on, get out of your corner. Hello? Move? Move. If I steal this, will you jump down, sir? I took it, I know. Move. Go outside. Somewhere else. Anywhere else. Like, honest to goodness, dude.
Hello?
That is ridiculous. Hey, Metalhead, good to see you. How are you doing this evening? Yes, I know. I stole your stuff here. You can have a job. If you don't have a bed, it's not my problem. I know. No, he doesn't even want the bed. Really? Fine. Okay, fine. Whatever. Okay. Well, I might have to do the iron thing the old-fashioned way. A good way to die, but hey. Hold. Go down that direction. So this one, big house, big house. Wow, that hurts. That hurts, Fox. I don't care if you have a bed, go get a job. Didn't they do a country song about that? But like, get a haircut and get a real job? Get it together like your big brother, Bob. Okay, well, that's interesting. There's nothing. I found apples and potatoes. Although had I actually bothered to come in the village this far, I would have just taken over that house. But I mean, it wouldn't help because then it's just villagers harassing me every day. Do we have other buildings I haven't seen? Come on, why is there a street lamp way out here? Just because there's a street lamp way out here. Okay, fine. That's underground. Yeah, so there's nothing in this village. What a waste. It's probably the most empty village I have seen in a very long time. Do you guys at least have farmers? Sort of? Maybe? Kind of? What's this? Carrots. Give me all your carrots. I'll steal those. Thank you. Maybe. Carrots. No, it's wheat. 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 Carrots. Carrots. Potatoes. Okay, fine. Wheat. This is odd because there's supposed to be an add-on in this mod pack that gives the villagers a bit more brains. So first off, they wander around with a hoe. sorry, a garden tool. And then they are also supposed to have some sort of brain so that when something gets harvested, they put back what was there rather than putting something new down. But this certainly does not look like it. At least not as far as taking a gardening tool with them. Okay, there's more carrots I missed. Give me all your carrots. Beetroots. No, you can keep those. You can keep those. Alright. Well, do we have any other garden in there? No. Huh. That's a really strange village. I'm gonna go down there and see what they've got at the bottom. This village is close enough to make it worthwhile looking, I guess. And then we have to just come back and clobber some golems, as unpleasant as that would be. Oh, great flowers. Squirrel. I dropped from 29 frames, which is not great. 34, I guess. Whatever it is now in the top left corner. All the way down to 6. So something is not like this pack. It needs some serious optimization stuff stuck in it. I think somebody put it together thinking it saw the word Botania, and we're just gonna go with it. Which is a little more than... Okay. You know, I'm gonna be that person. Moves your composter so you can't mess up your land again. And we'll put this one on the other corner, maybe? Down here. There. 2 more blocks for me. One. Yeah. So these ones still don't seem to have much in the way of brains in these villagers. Okay, so somebody told me I didn't need a backpack, or I didn't need an extra sleeping bag, huh? And did I bring shears? No, I did not, because, you know, that would have been sensible too. Okay, so... Let me take this thing off. I go and put it here. Uh-huh. Okay. Take your backpack off. Interesting. Oh, actually check the surrounding area. Okay, well, I have to be in a more open space for that. Fine. So let's go backpack off, put you down, put out the sleeping bag, and we sleep. Interesting. Bit of a slower process than having it easy accessible, but it doesn't take up a slot, so I guess that's not a bad thing. Oh, okay. Oh! Okay. So if I shift right... Oh, no. B. Ability disabled. What ability? Ability enabled? Oh, it's the extra... Okay. Yeah, if I'm looking at my armor, it goes up because the ability is enabled. Oh, what's this? Down. Whoops. Up. That's not. That's not. What do I want in the other inventory? Actually, I guess it's not bad. The torches. Q. Okay. S. S for sort. Q for throw, probably. Up and down. Okay. I guess we're doing stuff. Alright. Where are we here? Well, that was kind of a useless village. Rather useless village. Wow, okay. Where is the other one? It's over there. Let's get a move on over there. That's the village we were in. And blue flowers, squirrel. Okay. So I have to backpack. Take this and leave it out there. Still sort these. That'll work. This flower pouch has to stay, or it doesn't pick up the flowers. When I do it, picked up the flowers. Good. I needed black ink for something, didn't I? Anybody remember? Oh, the calculator. That's what it was. Hey, you. Come here.
Greetings.
Ink from that? Hey. Perfect. Good evening, Jabaka. How are you doing? Good to see you. For those of you who maybe have expected to see Dadcraft around, he's taken the evening off because he originally thought he wasn't going to be able to stream tonight, so I got this window. Turned out that ended up not being the case, but once we made the change, he was not going to ask for it back and just take the night off, so you got me, for better or worse. And we're playing a pack called Botania ++, where I was attempting to learn more about Botania, but I need supplies, some things, and for that you need iron and so on. And at the moment I'm going for squids right now because there's a tool that I can use as a calculator. Hello? Die, please. Thank you. To be able to easily calculate how much I need of various different things. And in order to bake the calculator, I needed black dye, so time for the squids to take a vacation. Give me your stuff and then take a vacation. Please? Okay, there we go. I'm happy. Ish. But the last village I went through had nada for workstations and very little for chests. Like, I found one chest in the entire village. So I'm going to check out this next one. If I don't find anything useful there, then I'm going to go back to the first one and start clobbering the golems, because gotta do something. I mean, I have a mine down to iron level. Unfortunately, it's just an awful place, and that there's not much there. You can go quite a ways and not pick up much. So I might as well hit some surface iron that's a little more guaranteed to happen, provided I survive it. Little bit of stutter on the mic from time to time. Okay, that could be partly related to... I don't know, maybe it's got something to do with the CPU being stressed? It doesn't seem to claim I'm dropping frames, but I would not be surprised if it's dropping audio from time to time. Thank you for the heads up. I appreciate it. Are these guys just as dumb as their neighbors? Yes. What is it with you knuckleheads? Would you please stop doing that? Did you get out? Ball? Is there anything in your house worth stealing? No. Coal. I mean, that's possibly useful. One piece, okay. Not great. Reach that. That's a little better. I'll take 20 pieces. I actually figured out I've got some vein miner-esque stuff going on in this pack as well. But the XP can be a little strange in the way it behaves. Hello? You going to come up? If I was going to bother doing that in the first place, Why? You happy? Good. What are you doing? Whatever. Alright. Anything in here worth worrying about? At all? Maybe? No. Okay. I can go right back out the other side again. Let me go up. Your village is kind of sparse. That's why they're all down here. Is because there may be very little for them up top, so they fell down once and just didn't have any need or interest in going back up. Who knows? Come on, villager. Follow me up. Make this a worthwhile place to be. Why not? Seriously, man? Inside! Wow. Okay, I'm a little gobsmacked for how ridiculously bad the chests are in here. Okay, did I get those two buildings? Where am I? Okay, I've got those two. Let's go up the hill and hope for something better. I hope something better comes along. Do you have any use? Nothing. Nothing. Seriously? Wow. Okay, I heard a zombie, but it's snoring. And no bots. Okay. Where are we here? Not much useful. Grown. Do I see anywhere worth going to? If I really want to try my way here. Third time's lucky? I don't know. Let's just go clobber some golems and be done with it for now, because this is getting dumb. That is a weird chicken. They're not meant to be resource chickens, they're just meant to be different skins. But I don't think I've ever... Yeah, Tanya plus minus. Now I know why they think it's so cool, because there's nothing here. I don't know. You know, I'm half tempted to steal the bell just out of spite. The other thing is they have all these dumb unprotected wells. And there's quite a number of versions of Minecraft I've been in where if you have an unprotected well, you can just about guarantee your villagers are going to end up in it. It just starts collecting villagers. Are you stuck? You stuck or just dumb? Oh, no, you're stuck. Okay, that's fair. You can't parkour sideways, so try that. There. Bye. Yeah, I don't really want to push you. I'm just not in the mood to push you. And I went out the wrong side. I went out the wrong side, dude. That's okay. Black flowers. Ooh. I know I see. Ooh. Squirrel. Come here. Anything. This one. 1, 2, 3, 5. Afraid the village to Minecraft Dungeons would say I did well. A Lifestyle Overland would say I left it better than I found it. So would Guiding and Scouting. Maybe that's where that comes from. I don't know. Lifestyle Overland's actually a fun one. If you are ever into watching people that do the overlanding type camping stuff, you know, backcountry deal with a 4x4, definitely a fun one to watch. It's a family who they do have a place, like I think it's a house. Anyways, they do have a place, but they spend the majority of their year hanging out and basically living on the road. And their older daughter is, I wouldn't exactly say homeschooled, but remote schooled probably. She has to be about like a Starlink on the roof with their vehicle and stuff. But she does like her school via watching videos and doing assignments that way. When she was younger, there was implication that her mom was actually homeschool teaching her. But now that she's getting to be early teens, that clearly her mom doesn't do all the education anymore. But they've also finally managed to get her a little sister a couple years ago, I guess. And so mom's hands are usually pretty full between that or driving the vehicle. So Dad drives the vehicle too, which I think is pretty cool. That they both can, but it's neat to see a family that's decided camping is their thing. And thanks for posting the link there, Fox. I appreciate that. Definitely a very chill thing. There's plenty of nights where I've done a bunch of like grindy stuff on Minecraft that wouldn't be done on camera. Oh, go away, Snake. While watching Lifestyle Overland with Fantastic Shock Fox. Okay, and I see that there's villagers. Not interested. I will go away from those guys because I don't really want the version of the game that had Bad Omen. Yeah, not high on my list. Around the other way. Oh, so I can not die. I realize. Yeah, what's the one family's constant quest for epic camp? And basically their major focus, I think, is like the couple, mom and dad, actually love doing outdoor adventure-y type stuff. Like they really enjoy this hiking, walking, camping, etc. business. Whereas they've really ingrained it into their daughter, at least, that life is worth the experience. Like the experience is pretty close to paramount. Oh, we got 2 bells going on. Okay. So having a good experience with life is very much a goal worth pursuing. And so they don't go on the major family holidays in the usual sense. We can make sure it's at least 2 high. Yeah. And so I'm taking a look around here going, can he clobber me? Probably. No. Oh, come on. Seems to, like, he's very much like my daughter in terms of, in a lot of cases, attitude, and they're both quite slim. For a long time, they dressed very similar. They didn't really look all that similar, but there were some similarities, and so it was kind of neat because we were into whole, well, big scouting thing. Fox is definitely not a guy. However, he keeps about finding this overland stuff interesting. So, who knows? Maybe someday I might find myself tenting alongside a 4x4. Who knows? Yay, 4 pieces. Okay, 1 down. 35,000 to go. Take 1 down, smack him around. 25,000 golems to go. Just kidding. I wish. Wish it was that easy. Hey, when I came here, golems, and now it doesn't seem like there are as many. You. Hello. 1, 2. Doofus. Oh man, my timing was off. So where are you walking to, sir? Actually, it might be better off for me to find a good spot and have my little backpacky nap. This way. I'm gonna go that, this, and have a snooze. We've only got about 15 minutes left, and then we'll be heading on in this, what is it, Max called it? The Dadcraft 73 Streak Weekend? Or something. Like, replicate very well. But we'll be heading on to Aimnator afterwards, actually. So this will be a whole lot of fun, I think, because she's amazing, and if you haven't followed her yet, you totally should. You'd be missing out. And she's far less squirrely than I am, so I'll give you that. It's impressive. Okay, this guy. So the aim here, I'm looking for as much iron as possible. Hello, sir. Hit you in the face. Because I would like to create those cauldrons for the lava farm. And I want the lava farm so that I can be dealing with turning cobble into stone to be able to get living stone to actually make some stuff for the mod pack. Huh. I bet you, actually, now that I think about it. Do I have... No, I don't have a sound muffler. I would not be surprised if some of the sound problems you're hearing, I've had it clip in the past when occasionally my mic stupidly decides that the villagers sound too human. Especially in the little Okay, so we've got those 2 down. I get 1 cauldron out of that. Do we have any more golems in town? No. Okay, so I may need to build a classic golem farm. Well, that's not something that's happening today. That's kind of a waste of time for today. Alright, so I've got 1 more cauldron. I'm curious because they're hanging. Where are you? Where are you, you goofy people? Villagers. No, you're just hanging out, being dumb. Hey, you look like you have a job. Wow, that's impressive, given there aren't many workstations around here. Let's see, what do you have? Nothing much. Okay, well, that was enlightening. Alright, I guess we're going home. Didn't get much today, but we have places to go. Places to go, things to do. And I learned that this game could be a bit of a mittful. But we might have enough to potentially have me during the Kit Horse of the Week put together a cobblestone generator. And hopefully a lava farm to boot, because I've seen myself in the past do both. Do we have another bucket? Nope. Of course not. Of course not, because I was out of range, so it would not have done that. Alright, now that I have 64, I can start turning some of them into living stone, as my axe is about to break. Yeah, I know. Shush. Really? Okay. One of the upgrades I want to put on this backpack is, there's a crafting table upgrade. You should be able to upgrade, what's the word? This one. So crafting upgrade provides a crafting grid for the backpack, and you have to combine it with the thing in the smithing table. Yeah. So you make the correct upgrade and you stick it on the backpack, which would be really useful at this point in the game. Did I remember? Here we go. Sticks. 1, 2. Oops, let's just do a double while we're here. All right. So yeah, we didn't get a whole lot accomplished today. I'm a little disappointed about that, but I will admit that I didn't really want a ton of spoilers. So I did not actually get a whole lot of these things pre-looked up for the recipes because I didn't know which would be most useful, like what's the most useful route. So we figured out what a generating flower can do for mana. That's a good start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we figured out about how to use the mana pool with this mana spreader, or at least as a transfer system. So I guess I figured out a couple things, but that seems to be about it. Oh, and I've got the backpack. I guess we learned that this, at the moment, the way this pack is built is a really poor generation on junk in a village. So I don't know where I'm going to go with that, but if I have to mine, then we better hope that there's more iron and stuff around, or I might end up throwing something stupid into the pack purposely to be able to get more supplies. At this point in the game, I'd even take chickens, although unlocking an iron chicken seemed to take DC for a loop for a while, so I don't know if it's really worth the effort. Okay, so we got that. So these stones, they get a whole bunch of sparkles, right? And then you can see that they will start to turn almost a light brown or light tan, sort of like a limestone color. And when they do that, you can almost hear them in the game pop. It's kind of funny. And then we can harvest them and they do stuff, as you can see. Okay, so this... Uh-huh. Okay, so I'm going to need my bucket back. So we're not getting very far very fast. But did I get enough for... Nope. I'm short a couple for getting 2 cauldrons, so we got 1. Yay. 1 cauldron. Kick in the pants. Alright, so we have a double the lava farm pretty soon. This one. Maybe. Maybe. Three. How do I do the granite? I'm not. I'm not a wizard. Not under 10 minutes. I'm actually going to say no. Actually, no, it's not true. Let's see. Let's see if we can get this to boot fast enough. Otherwise, we won't bother with that one. Where's the text games? Where did I put that? I may not have known what I did with that one. Oh, I see now what I did with it. Okay. I called it something wrong. Okay, can we get this one to boot? Okay, there we go. Fantastic Sherlock. Like a Would You Rather Harry Potter edition question. And so the question for today... Ha! So, would you rather, and I'm not going to spend forever, would you, and spell, There, now I can probably copy paste. Just the font size thing is a bit of a problem. Copy. Can we do this and go paste? Nope. Wow. Nope, that doesn't work. Okay, that's fine. So would you rather have... Oops. Okay, so would you rather have, or have to consume, I guess, probably, truth serum or liquid luck? There you go. Would you rather have truth serum or liquid luck? And I'm going to put this on the other side of the screen, actually, so that we don't end up having the search box get in the way. So that's your question for the day.
Thank you for the 26 long months of subscribing, Yellow. They said.
Oh, why, thank you, Yellow. I appreciate that. Liquid luck all the way for Yellow. I'm just doing it as a text one today. We often do it as a poll, but as you can imagine, that's a little bit silly in under 10 minutes because that's all I've got back or left tonight, and I don't want to be rude enough to miss the fine Aiminator. Aims. There we go. That may work, it may not work, but I should be able to get the other one to drip at least point to go for another barrel or bucket or thing. There, see? All right. Liquid luck all the way. You know, yeah, honestly, I don't think I would want to do truth serum for myself, just because one of the things you find interesting is whoever you're around, I'll ask you the or awful questions they can purposely to try and mess with you because they know you have to tell the truth. And I don't know about you, but really into the books, Harry Potter books, and into the films was when Daniel Radcliffe had to what was the word? There we go. When Daniel Radcliffe was acting it, he was acting like he was really super over the top, crazy happy about something or other. And that didn't work for me, but you know, it doesn't have to. Ooh, actually I can do this. There we go. But he just had a very good feeling. He didn't know why he was going wherever. He had a good feeling. And I was thinking, okay, I'm glad this is your first series of films, because a lot of the other actors wouldn't be able to get away with that level of ridiculousness in the way that they put it across. But I will say, you know, you do the best you can with sometimes questionable source material, but then again, it wasn't written for people the age I was when that film came out. Okay, now that we've got 32, can we make one of those mana thingy-jiggies before we have to go? Let's find out. And yes, I know none of that made any sense. Like a thingy-jiggy. I was bugging people about that just the other day. Oh. The Ender Pearl to turn into a thing, mana pearl, nor enough mana. So it's one of those things I'm going to have to work on a little bit off stream then. Monday, for me, that'll be my next stream after this weekend. Monday, two pieces of good news for that. One is we're finishing up a tropical rainforest diorama, which looked pretty cool. I was fairly pleased with it. The second piece of that is that the Lego Shire set has arrived in our household. My son has not started building it, but to build the what do you call it? The Smeagol and Deagle gift with purchase on stream. So we've got those two things available, and then after that, I'll be starting on a wooden clock. So another one of those 3D puzzle type projects, but it's a wooden model of a clock. Apparently it's supposed to function, but I don't know how well it will. Okay. It's going. Mana out, mana in. Mana in, I suppose. Okay. Yeah, so just doing its thing. All right. So we're just gonna finish off by grabbing these ones and then get on out of here. Because I'm going to have to. Oops. Going to have to smelt up some more stone so that I can turn more stone into more of this business. Figure out what we can do to make more mana as quickly as possible, and yeah, that's more or less where we'll be at. It's a thingy-majiggy thing. Yeah. Truth is, it's called a runic altar. Runic altar. Let's see. In mana manipulation, I guess I could start playing with things like a mana. Nope. Pulse mana spreaders, maybe. There's lots I can manipulating it and sending it, but I have to create more of it, so that's a bit of a challenge. We did the generating flora because I looked at it the wrong order. And functional flora, I guess. What's that? They'll drain mana from a nearby pool into themselves to perform functions. Okay, well, not what we want at the moment. And yeah, there's plenty of other things. No, heavens, no, yellow. I haven't done that in years. Challenges. Yeah, right. Good right. As if. Multitude of challenges. You think? Okay. So there's plenty of things I can be doing here. But we need, the big key right now is we need to fix a lot more mana. Hit cases, cosmetic trinkets, much. Ender artifacts, mystical items. What the? Mana steel, okay. Yeah, plenty of different pieces to work with. But I am afraid we're going to have to see whether or not Amnator is up. And I may have to finish out really quickly with some words on stream, but I will take a quick peek and see. Give me one shake and I'll be right with you. Oops. We need to roll right now. Wanted to say thank you very much to everybody for coming. I appreciate the time you spent with me and your willingness to show up this evening. I do hope that everybody has a great remainder to their stream weekend, and do remember that it rolls right on through till the end of day tomorrow, I believe. So until then, let's get this raid started to Amnator, and we will rock and roll. See you in the next one. Well, thank you very much. We shall see you soon.
Transfer complete.